The history of Björn Borg and John McEnroe will stand out because they were each other's on-court perfect opposites, because they represented two different worlds, and there was something that people could really relate to, and there was such great narratives in that story.
And we were watching it on a black and white television, and it was, I'm not into sports very much, but I saw all Björn Borg's games, of course, because it was a national event in Sweden every time he played.
They were the first superstars of the game. I mean, they really changed the game. Björn Borg made it sexy. John McEnroe made it fun and interesting and rebellious. And it was also the time when you know, this commercialization of the sports created, you know, sports stars into, you know, propelled them into the stratosphere of superstardom. So that innocence and the, you know, fall from innocence was you know, very much pinned on Björn and John, and I don't think we can relive that moment, because it was also a, you know, it was a cultural history.
When Borg was playing, everything stopped. Even in school, they rolled in television sets during class, and everything stopped.
I hadn't played tennis before, and seeing that game, you see, you know that you have to do a good job to imitate it. So we just started this big boot camp for 6 months to get in shape, and I got a lot of backup from Janus and the production company to do my training and my food.
It's a difficult role because he doesn't say much, and everything is internalized. But he has to have that presence and the energy behind the eyes. No, it's great what he's done. Absolutely. He was pretty. He had no muscles at all, and his diet was basically beer and pizza before he did this.
I think we were all scared going into these 8 days when we shot all the tennis of the movie, because it was a huge setup, because we prepared it for months on end, because these guys were so, you know, super pepped and prepped for it. And you have a huge tennis stadium with, you know, hundreds of extras, and, you know, we did perfect reconstructions of the actual moments, dramatic moments in that match.
It didn't look like the normal sports film. It was so much more about the people in the story, and the relationships, and the horror of being world famous and loved by everybody. So I got really interested, but it was mostly talking to Janus, the director, who made a fantastic documentary before called Armadillo. Talking to him that convinced me to do it. First of all, because what he wanted to do with the film was very clear, and then also his determination and his stubborn pit bull attitude to gave me sort of the feeling that he would not stop until he had that film that he wanted to do.
The first time I visited Wimbledon, I thought, you know, how are we going to make this look real without being able to film at Wimbledon? But at the same time, you know, I also know how much you can do in film to make things look real and make things look good. But it was crucial to get these guys in shape and get, you know, their ground strokes to look proper, so that we could build a world around that. And
because it was very important to make the tennis look good, because without that, there would be,
yeah, and the movie
we wouldn't have a movie.